Now, in the last project, we worked with slide transitions, and those affect how the slide enters the presentation when it's playing. And what we're going to be doing now is animation. And animation allows you to animate the content that is in the slide. So transitions affect the slide itself. Animations affect all of the objects that are in the slide. And you should have slide 10 active with the Smart Art selected. And we are going to go into the animation ribbon. And if we click on the More button, you can see that we have several different types of animation. Entrance effects affect how the object enters the screen. Emphasis effects take place when the object is on the screen, then the effect activates. And you can see that some of them will spin or teeter, but this only happens once the object is actually on the slide. Exit effects occur when everything in the slide is showing right before you're going to go to the next slide. So it affects how things leave the slide. And then motion paths can be applied to your entrance and your exit, and you can actually specify or customize how an object enters or exits the slide. Now, what we want for this is called fly in, so we're going to pick that one. And what you see is the default direction, but you can change the direction by going into effect options. And you can see fly from bottom is the default. And we're going to adjust this just a little bit. We still want it to come from the bottom, but instead of going as one solid object, we want each one of these boxes to animate individually. So we're going to say one by one. And then you can see how that works. Now, once you've got animation, anytime you wanted to see what it looks like, you can preview it, and it'll actually play the animation for you. Now, the other thing they wanted us to check is the duration. They want us to bump this up, which will actually slow it down a little bit. So it's not going to be quite as fast. And we're going to scroll up to slide 3. And we're going to select the organization chart. And the animation we want isn't in our gallery. We actually have to click on Add Animation. And they would like us to pick one called Zoom. And again, it's not in the gallery. We have to actually come down to More Entrance Effects. And if you go into More Entrance Effects, now you're actually seeing all of them. Okay? Before you were just seeing a subset. And what we want is Zoom. And that is under Subtle. So we're going to click on Zoom, click OK. And again, they do want us to change the effect options and select one by one. And then we're going to go up to slide 2. And we're going to click the bullet placeholder. And they would like us to choose fly in. And for this one, they would like us to increase the duration to 1. And that just affects how long the animation lasts. Now, they would like that same animation applied to all of the bullet placeholders. And so you may be thinking, oh, that's going to take forever. Well, if you click on the placeholder that contains the animation, you'll notice that there is an animation painter. This works the same as the format painter. So what we're going to do is double click on this, okay, because that'll keep it turned on. And then we're going to go down to slide 4, and we're just going to click on the bullet placeholder there. And that will apply the animation. And then we're going to go to slide 5 and do the same thing. And we'll go to slide 6 and click. I'm going to do the same thing for the bullets in slide 7 and slide 8 and slide 9. So at this point, we do have all the bullets animated, so I'm going to turn the animation painter off. And now that we have animation, we're going to go ahead and run our show. So we're just going to start on number 1. And actually, you could just click on this start from beginning. Oops, it's in my other screen, though. That is a problem. Let's try that again. All right, so to advance here, you're basically going to be clicking your mouse. You can also press the space bar. You can also use your mouse wheel. And when you have animation, it is a good idea to run through the whole thing. That indicates the end. And the last thing that I'm going to show you is how to do the handouts with 6 slides on a single page. So we're going to go into File and Print. And instead of doing the full slide print, they would like you to know how to do 6 per page handout. And that would be what that would look like. Now you don't actually have to print anything out, okay? Just showing you what it looks like. So we're going to go back and save our changes.